What is going on, guys? What is going on? Today is. And let's get right into it.
Is a man a cost or a sacrifice? Or do you have a question?
Can you further explain
Are you
that?
single?
Right out of the gate, we're starting off terribly. Can't even answer the question.
Single.
Any children?
You already know there's something wrong with it. When you're that cute and you're single, there's always something wrong.
No.
All right.
That's the only good thing of the situation.
I've asked the question. I've been asking the question of women. Would you be willing to quit your full-time job to work part-time for your man?
For her, I'm willing to jump on a limb and say,
Yes.
All right.
yeah, right.
Would you? Well,
She said that with a smile and still smiling, covering her mouth. Look at that. Completely lying.
So, do you want to get married?
I actually
If you have to think about it, it's a hell.
do. Eventually. Yes.
Eventually, yeah. Come on, guys. We know what that means.
Eventually, by what age?
In the next few years, I would say.
Next few years? Next 3 years? Next 5 years?
Well, a few means 3, but let's see.
By 30, probably.
Oh my God.
What month?
So we already know what that means.
She belongs to the streets. What is your birthday yet?
May.
So you be 28 in May?
Yes.
And do you want children after marriage?
Yes, I would like 1 boy and 1 girl.
As if you get to choose that.
You want 2 kids. You can't predict that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the
Did you
same
go to
thing.
college?
Already with her coming out saying it like that, you know she's got her mind in the clouds.
I did, but, sorry?
Did you complete college?
No, I did not, actually.
So why even be like, yeah, I did, if you didn't even complete it? You might as well just say, like, I did, but I didn't really finish. Don't say it like, yeah, like you're finished.
I wanted to be a psychologist, but then I changed my mind. I'm actually a barber, hairstylist.
Whoa. How do you go from that to that? That's like polar opposites. Was it that you chose to do that, or you weren't able to do the other thing? Because to be a psychologist, it takes a lot of study and a lot of work, and some people just aren't cut out for it.
There we go. And unmarriable. When I asked about marriage, why was the hesitation like, one day? She belongs to the streets. And then it turns out you want to be married in less than 2 years or some change.
I'm a little nervous.
Why?
That's probably why there was hesitation.
Why?
I bet you she's gonna go with the old trope. I don't want to get left, even though women leave almost 90% of the time.
I don't know.
You don't know, so you don't want to get married because you don't know. That's a terrible reason, which is why she would be a terrible wife, because it's thoughtless. Like, beauty isn't enough. You being cute is not enough. Like, it never has been and never will be.
I don't know why you ladies feel like that's a sufficient answer. That's your biological clock. You're about to slam face first into the wall. Hello?
And that's when Mother Nature starts making choices for you. You want a kid, you pass 35, it may not be up to you no more.
What's your longest relationship?
2 years.
When did it end?
A
She
year.
said a few years. So why didn't you marry him? Like, what was wrong with him? Now you want to wait till you're 30 so you can ride the you-know-what carousel?
ago.
Who ended it?
She did. That's why. Look at her looking away. Look at her eyes. She's trying to think of either a lie or she's just trying to sugarcoat that it was her. Like, just out with it. Just tell us. Don't think about it. You know who ended it. Don't tell us it's mutual.
It was mutual.
Oh, guys, what? Oh my God, guys! She hit us with the "it's mutual," and I had no idea. I didn't watch this before. I swear to you guys, I had no idea she was gonna say that. It's just that I know these modern women. Like, it's just a different face, same mentality. Like, it's just crazy. You can't make this crap up.
It's never mutual. It's never mutual.
Ever,
Anyway,
ever. You didn't just walk in at 3 o'clock at the same time, like, oh, it's over. Like, no, it didn't work out like that. You had this on your mind. You probably were sleeping with someone else and just lost feelings for him, and just one day were just like, yeah, it's over. Or he did that to you.
Real conversation, or I'm just going to come on. It's never mutual. Who ended it?
Just say it was you and move on with the day.
Um,
See, she's sugarcoating. She's lying already. She doesn't want to say it was her. He knows it. You guys know it. We all know it. She don't want to say it.
it actually was mutual.
It's never mutual.
Yeah.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
See, I'm already seeing the issue here, but I don't know if you see it.
We're all seeing it, but she won't see it because she is what we call a narcissist.
What's the issue?
Oh, no,
See,
no.
she don't even know it. She wanted to be a psychologist, right? And she don't even know what's wrong with her. We all have to know what's wrong with each other. Like, I know what's wrong with me. We all got to know what's wrong with us.
Oh, wait, not yours. It's never mutual. Who ended it?
We all got something. No one's perfect.
I mean, we
The
were like,
likelihood of you and
Now
Roger
she's going to say, we were like, just say I. We want to know what you did. Don't tell us what he did. He ain't here. This could all be made up.
coming to the house on a Thursday at 5 o'clock and saying, you know what?
Right, exactly.
You know what? I think we should end it. And y'all on the same page at the same time. That's mutual.
Right.
No.
That's what,
There's a
exactly.
problem. There's a breakup. Come on.
yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
then don't-
She don't want to tell us the story, guys, but we've seen this story thousands of times already. We know how it ended. She just don't want to say it.
we were just like arguing a lot, and like we just.
We were? Why don't you just say what you did? Were you the one arguing a lot and he was just reacting? Like what? Like, tell us the truth. We know it wasn't just that.
both decided that.
how many
like,
times have you guys broken up before you the final breakup?
a couple times.
So then we know that you were involved with that arguing. So tell us what you're a part of that. You don't break up a few times, a couple times, and you have no part in it. Like, let's be honest.
How many
Yeah,
times
it was
did you cheat?
kind of like.
How many
It
times
was
did
kind of
you
like.
cheat?
It was kind of like, whenever they say it's kind of like, it's sugarcoating. You're not telling us the truth.
I never cheated on him.
And you guys believe that?
You never had sex with another man.
See? See? There it is. There it is.
No.
Never had sex with another woman.
No.
Do you see her look away and have to think of that? She's lying, guys. Can't believe anything she's saying. If they can't look at your eyes without looking away, you know they are lying. That's literally class A1 lying right there. Looking away while being asked a question that doesn't require thought at all. Come on, guys. Come
To a
on.
man in DM.
The only time I did that
Thinking. Saw that, guys? Looking away, thinking of a lie to say. But she's still saying some whole activity right now.
was with clients.
So
Yeah, so she's a hairstylist. So what this means, she's around men all day, guys. She cuts hair. So she cuts men's hair, guys. So you're telling me that not out of all those hundreds and thousands of guys' hair that she cut, that none of them made a move on her and she didn't go through with that move? Come on, guys. Come on. Like, one of those guys, at least one of those guys had to slip up in her DMs, and she was cool with it to end her relationship a few times. It's called monkey branching.
when they wanted to come in.
So if you were in a happy, committed, monogamous, fulfilling relationship, you mean to tell me your text messages with your ex would have stood up to him just going through and looking at them?
It didn't really have much to do with that. I
Yeah,
mean,
okay. Looks away. Like, come on, guys. He's like laughing at it. Like, it's just a joke.
I'm
it
just
was
saying,
more
man, you know what I'm saying is women often think cheating is having sex, and you guys often flirt with men.
Yeah, women cheat emotionally first.
I have men up
If they give up their attention to another guy, that's cheating. Sorry.
on deck and everything else. I'm not new to that.
Just like if a guy gives up his resources and gets like another woman a house, that's cheating too.
But at the end of the day, we move forward. You're 28, you're a barber.
yes.
Seriously.
She literally looked away. She's not even happy with what she's doing.
He was definitely intimidated by my job.
He wasn't intimidated. Ain't nobody intimidated by no barber. Is that really what you think? What he didn't like is the fact that you were around men all day and you probably were being shady, hiding, deleting messages, just not acting right. And he probably was calling you on it, and you were probably calling him insecure for calling you on your BS, and it just didn't work out. Just tell us the truth. Like, it already stinks.
For sure.
Right.
He didn't like
Right.
the fact that, I was cutting men's hair. I think that kind of
It wasn't the cutting of the hair. It was probably the things you were doing. You weren't. If you were just cutting hair, there would be no issue. So let's be honest.
2 years older than me.
What do you do for a living?
Insurance.
Okay. We'll come back to that one.
Okay.
But if you had to say, you're 28 chronologically, how would you say you're emotionally?
I'd say 20, 21.
I don't know. I would say
How do you not know that?
a lot of people tell me I'm mature.
We don't care what a lot of people tell you. We're asking you.
For
What
my
do you think of
age.
yourself? That means nothing.
Okay.
Like if your mom tells you, my mom tells me, "Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so handsome." Like, does that really mean anything? Everyone's mom tells them they're beautiful and amazing. Like, stop it.
For 28?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
Or yeah.
28.
Guys, let's think about this for a second. Let's think of our mothers, our grandmothers, our great grandmothers, our great 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 grandmothers, and down the line. At 28, do you think they were acting like this, or do you think they were more serious women? I'll let you think about that one. We know the answer, but just think about that.
Man, in 1940 or 1950, you would have been married.
Right,
had 3 or 4
exactly.
kids.
She ain't serious. She's just roaming the earth. She's a roamer.
You said, I don't know, to major things 4 or 5 times.
It's great, and these are things you should know. That's why he said they're major things. You really should know these things by 28.
So the people who are telling you mature must be in junior high.
Junior high, or they're your mom just lying to you, because that's what our moms do. They lie to us.
It's not an insult, man, but I'm asking you important developmental questions. First, I asked you about marriage. I don't know. Maybe one day in the future, it turns out you want to be married by 30. That's 2 years.
I feel like there are some things that I want to work on mentally before
You think?
I get married.
That's fair.
But you should have probably done that while you were in middle school, high school, college. Okay.
I've been through a lot, so I want
What's
to
the
make
purpose
sure
of
that
marriage? What's
We've
the,
all been through crap, so we don't want to hear that. Like, everyone has been through something.
what's the purpose of marriage in your opinion?
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
companionship,
So she's talking about a pet.
security.
I mean,
Buy a dog for companionship.
right,
You know, alarm system,
Yeah.
security,
right.
she belongs to the streets. Family,
Yeah.
children. Are you prepared to be somebody's wife and their mother, and then somebody's mother?
that, I'm still working on myself,
So that is a no.
emotionally and mentally, definitely.
The answer is
No.
Yeah, I'm not ready yet.
all right.
No.
So, are you in therapy now?
No, I'm not in therapy, but I listen to podcasts, self-help books.
No, podcast don't do shit. You need therapy. Therapy. Because man, let's start from the beginning. The clock.
Yeah.
Women, the clock makes decisions for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And at 30, so let's say you were emotionally mature and ready, and you met a guy who wants to be married, marriage-minded, your kind of guy. How long do you think from meeting him on day one, do you think it should take before you're engaged?
It's gonna take at least 6 months to a year at the least. At the least. But most people these days take years. They're taking 2-3 years. So if that's the case, you're looking 3 to 5 years.
I would say a year.
And how long
It's
to be
impossible.
engaged before
It's
you marry?
literally impossible.
I wouldn't want it to be
I
that
mean,
long.
it's possible, but it won't be done correctly. We're talking like a shotgun.
So maybe like 2 years.
2 years of engagement?
Well, that's
Is that
a
what I mean,
long
2 years of
engagement. I mean, that's one thing to be dating someone, but you shouldn't be engaged for 2 years. An engagement means you're trying to move to the next step. But if you're just dating, that's one thing. But if you're dating someone, that's still going to take time before you want to make a kid with them.
Yeah.
Unless you're one of these irresponsible mother effers out here just being loose with their seed.
Actually, yeah, 2
Okay,
years.
so a year before you engage, 2 years engaged. Buy a dog, die alone. That's 3 years, man.
Oh no, I mean like 2 years. Like the first year would be
Yes.
engaged for another year. The plan, everything.
Okay,
So
that's why I
that's
asked
2
twice.
years.
But either way,
Okay.
it's
Why would you
still-
be
it's
engaged
still
for 2 years?
What do you need to be with somebody a year and engaged for a year? Are you going to be paying for your own wedding? Are you going to do it just as a piece, or are you going to have a wedding?
I definitely want a wedding, for sure.
Your mother and father got the money to pay for that?
My dad.
You could tell she didn't think about that part.
He's an engineer.
That
Your mother and father have
doesn't mean nothing. Doesn't mean he wants to pay for your wedding.
the money to pay for that?
Well, my mom's not around, but she
Your
passed
father's,
away.
you're your only child?
No, I have 2 younger brothers.
So then that's even more of a reason why he probably would be reluctant.
Your father's going to pay for your wedding?
I've never talked to him about that.
So she's hoping for this. Wow, that's awful.
Actually,
So the answer is?
She don't know.
if I asked him, he
So if your
would.
father doesn't pay for it, who's going to pay for it?
That wasn't thought of.
See, these are grown-up questions.
Yeah.
And all you hear is
I know. I mean, I guess I want to get. I would have to, I guess. My husband or his family.
Yeah, that's not his
I'm pretty-
responsibility. Not his responsibility.
Yeah.
because think about it, man. We don't even want no wedding, first of all, right? So it's like we're thinking about, damn, we could use this money for the rest of life. Why the hell do we want to spend this on one day? So they don't think about that. Well, most of them, I should say.
You're a woman, you're not a wife. You make decisions based in fear, scarcity, and lack. I mean, come on. If I met a perfect guy, or the right guy, It's gonna at least be 2 years before I'm married.
And then, what, he's out the door.
Because I want who to see you get married? Your clients?
That's what it's for. To be seen. It's for attention, validation, and status. That's all it's for. But men, we don't care about that stuff.
No.
Who? Your mommy ain't gonna be around. Who? Your family?
No, it's for me.
What do you need to spend $100,000 for you for? Go spend that $100,000 on a house, and that would be for you, wouldn't it? Like, it just doesn't make any sense logically. It's just like, where did this thinking come from?
It's for your ego. Do you make
Why do you
the kind of
why do
money
you say that?
What do you mean? Why did we say that? It's the only. You just said it's for you. The man doesn't want it. Your mom ain't gonna be there. Your dad don't really want to pay for it. Your brothers don't care. So it's literally for your ego, so you can post and feel all special, which is fine. But like, you have to think about the steps to get there. It can't just be like, oh, it just happens.
Do you make enough money to afford the kind of wedding you want?
No, definitely not.
Then what
So then, how can you expect it if you?
the French toast are you talking about? See, that's what I wanted to show you guys. This is not a black woman thing. This is a modern woman thing. You average ass women have these fanciful visions. You're not
Don't call her average though. She thinks she's a 10 though. You better call her a 10.
a wife and you want some guy who's to wait for you to be perfect on day one while you're in process. Cool. But
Right.
2 years is too long.
But she don't realize how messed up she is right now. But she's pretty, right? That's all that matters. She's all effed up in the head, psychologically, mentally, emotionally. But she's pretty though, right?
Then he has to pay for a wedding. To impress who?
It's for her ego. It's for her. It ain't for her mama.
Well, I mean, if I wanted a wedding, I'd probably ask my dad for that.
He's
If I
still
can't,
gotta pay
if I don't
for
have
it.
the
And
money.
what about the children,
But-
family, and everything? See, that's what I mean.
What about after the wedding? What are you gonna do? What if your husband didn't tell you that was a lot of your savings just to make you happy? Like, is that worth it? Not being able to live correctly? Come on now.
Men today
I mean-
want weddings. They don't want marriages. They
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
want
And then you give a woman like this a wedding right after that honeymoon. Right after. I'm talking the second you step out off of that airport, off that airplane or from that airport. What do you think is going to happen? That's when the sex stops happening. That's when the weight starts getting gained. That's when the attitude comes out. You need to get that in line.
impressing other women. This is insane.
I mean, that's not necessarily true. I mean, I guess it would
We
have
don't go by necessarities. That's the problem. You're going by unnecessarily. We go by what is, not what should be or could be.
to also be a discussion between me and my fiance.
It's a discussion
This
between
discussion's over. It's being had right now between you and a stranger, and you're going through it all right now, and you're realizing it doesn't make sense. Just you go talk to your fiance, you're just gonna come back into the same loop because it doesn't make sense. Where is this going to get paid for? Who is paying for this wedding?
the bank. You don't make enough money to pay for this.
Yeah.
How much do you think a wedding would cost?
She doesn't know, but it's between
I
50.
don't know.
I mean, if you want a nice wedding, you're gonna have to spend between 50 and 100,000 for a decent wedding, guys. Let's be honest. It's gonna be between 50 and 100,000, and you can use that money towards something else. That's all I'm saying. Like why spend that all in one day? I'm not a huge on weddings, man. Like, I just am not. Like, I understand, like, you want to make your wife feel special on that day and all that. But the only people that should be having weddings are rich people, like people that actually can afford it. If you're out here taking out loans, if you're out here just trying to impress people flossing, but you really don't got it like that, you shouldn't be having no wedding, yo. I don't care what your woman says. I don't care what anyone says. You got to protect yourself and your future. Screw what everyone says.
Exactly. I know it's a lot of money. I don't know how
So
much.
you would take that away from your family and your house.
That's what she's saying right now. That's her ego and how she feels is more important than her kids, and her future.
She belongs to the streets.
I mean, isn't that traditional? Like traditionally.
You're not a traditional.
That's not traditional, and like he's about to say, you're not a traditional woman at all. She thinks she is, but she's not.
Woman. Are you a virgin?
Hell no, look at her smiling. We already know.
No.
You're not a traditional woman. And I'm saying this, ma'am. You women want traditional outcomes. Weddings, white dresses, and you're schizophrenic, psychotic non-virgins.
That's like trying to go be a doctor, and you're not a doctor. It doesn't work. You got to be something to be something.
With trust issues.
Interesting.
Not interesting.
See, and then when they say interesting, that really means, nah, I disagree. That's really what that means. In a nicer way. When they say interesting, it means, yeah, right. In a nicer way.
Afford to pay like most women. You can't
He was
afford
waiting for her to say it. That's what makes him so brilliant. He gets them to tell on themselves.
to pay for the lifestyle you want. So a man is going to have to step into it. Either your daddy,
Oh, your husband.
your husband's
Or the bank.
family.
Either way, you're in debt.
I wish if you had a man who was a thorough man, who said, what you want us to pay for wedding with you, nigga? Shh, go find another woman. Something wrong with her.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still working on myself financially and emotionally and mentally. So.
What's the
So why wouldn't he just pick someone else that's ready already?
But the first thing I asked you for the marriage about, you said companionship.
Oh yeah, like partnership.
But that's not what exactly he's about to say it.
You can't make this shit up.
It's not what a marriage is.
I mean, I would love to build an empire with the man I'm with.
That's not what you want to do. You want to meet him at the finish line. You don't want to build nothing. Let's be honest.
Build an empire, lady. You cut hair for me.
Right. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You couldn't even finish college. How you gonna build some empire? Like that takes a lot of work. You can't quit out on that. You gotta go through that.
Empire what? You couldn't make
I have other goals like real estate and.
Oh, Jesus!
They always say that every single time. Every single time.
He said it. Real estate, right?
Why?
Real estate. She's the stylist, the hair stylist with the real
See
estate.
all the archetypes in one. Jesus.
You can't make this shit up. I want an empire. Empire,
Yeah.
really? How much of the empire would you make annually? How much you think you would make it annually? You and your
Here
husband.
we
together,
go.
how much you think?
We saw the look up in the eye, so we know it's gonna be a magical answer. Let's wait for it. Wait for it.
It depends on the man. I mean, it depends on his
Yeah,
job.
but you got the empire. When you got the empire, when it's what you want, the empire, how much?
I don't know, maybe like
Look at that. Look at that.
100, 200.
100,
200
That's
what?
an empire?
That ain't no empire. 200 what though? Million? Thousand?
I mean, it could start there,
100?
and it could always.
No. The empire. Empires are $100,000.
That's
What's
a
that?
yearly salary.
New Jersey.
Oh, that's why. See, I'm from originally New Jersey, man. Jersey girls are so superficial. It's starting to make sense now.
$1,000 in New Jersey?
Well, no, it's
Yeah, New Jersey
maybe a
is
lot more than that. Maybe like
prominence out there. It's expensive to live in Jersey.
God.
We're not gonna watch that. That's gonna be another video.
Empires.
That woman he just showed, she's a crazy nutcase. We're gonna watch that probably next week. But that episode, stay tuned for that one, guys. I can't do that one yet because that one's gonna take a lot out of me. But yeah.
Yeah, you're a barber. Okay? Mm-hmm. You're not paid. You're in New Jersey. Sound like you're right along the modern path. But you want a man who's a husband to delay starting his life with his wife for 2 years so you can have some wedding that you can't afford to pay for, your family ain't gonna pay for, so your father has to take out of his retirement, or your husband is going to have, you're gonna have to go into debt for it. Then you want an empire, you're gonna start off with wedding debt. And who's gonna attend this wedding? Who are these people you're gonna impress? Because we're talking $10,000 on the low end.
Yeah, that's a dinky ass one though. You know she don't want that.
And what I'm saying is, modern women have been fed this Disney fantasy where you just sit there like, well, that's what I want. That's what I want. And you realize that you go out on the streets of New Jersey and look to your left, look to your right. All the single women want the same thing you are. But you're not virgins. And you're not wives. You're not even emotionally ready for a real relationship.
Yeah, I've been through a lot that I need to work on emotionally.
That's fine. That's fine. But if you were a vehicle, okay, even if you were a Ferrari, if you've had something, what kind of price could you put on it? With all the stuff.
On myself?
On the stuff you, no, if you were a car, what kind of price? You were a car. Let's say you were a Mercedes.
Okay.
Let's say you're a 500 series Mercedes, but with the stuff you've been through, what price would you put on a 2020? What price would you put on that Mercedes?
About a 5,000 max.
Damn sure can't be factory new.
Hell no. She knows it's a low price. She's thinking about all them threesomes she done had. She's thinking about all them bust downs. She's thinking about all them back shots. Look at her. She's thinking about all those sexcapades. That's what they do. They romanticize their sexcapades. She knows she's for the streets, man. They know when they are. Look at her. Look at her.
I don't know, because I think I have a lot to offer.
Yeah, okay. You think you do. You don't know that you do, though. And you should be able to know that you do, but you don't because you're not a wife.
Thank you. I was waiting for it. They never want to lower their
The
price.
standards, right.
No, I don't
I think I have a lot to offer. Like what? You just said how damaged and how unready you are. How could you in the same breath say you have a lot to offer? It's just like, it's crazy. They don't look inside of themselves for real. They don't.
You are human, you're 28, and you're damaged like us all. You can't get brand new prices. You said
I don't think that's right.
If it was like 10 years ago, maybe.
No, but
Okay. My point is, women never want to settle. They never want to lower their price to match what they are.
Because they have a self-inflated view of themselves, which is why you always have to bring them down to earth.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot to offer, so this is what you tell the buyer. Hey, this Mercedes has been involved in an accident. We straightened out the frame. We fixed the transmission. We painted it. Now, if they show you a car that was damn near total before and after, it said, brand new, this car is $95,000, but we'll give it to you for $88,000. You'd be like, I see all this damage. Yeah, but it's fixed and it has a lot to offer. What it didn't show you is it had low miles, or it had been driven a certain way. Man, you got damage and miles.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't know about the stuff you've been through, nor do we want to know. But the thing is, we know it's nothing good, and we know that it's only going to bring more domestic strife.
And you want a high-end lifestyle.
But you're not a high-end woman.
Why would a man who can afford to have an empire choose that as a wife?
I'm working on myself, like
So
emotionally.
what?
She doesn't realize that there's millions of women out there that are ready to go. Like, she doesn't realize that. She's so narcissistic that she can only see her damaged self. That's it. And what she wants is all that matters, nothing else. Even if there were a woman that did 10 times the work than her and was a 10 times better woman than her, and there was a man in front of both of them, she would think that she deserves that man over the woman that was clearly leaps and bounds a better wife. That's how selfish they can be.
You can go get a 22-year-old who don't need work.
Exactly.
Well, I'm not gonna date or I'm not gonna be in a relationship unless I'm ready mentally. I'm not gonna expect the man to, wait
What did I
for
tell
me.
you guys? I said you ladies better learn something real quick. You better be prepared to meet a man at his level, man.
She doesn't think that she's average. Like, she thinks she deserves this, like, movie star lifestyle. But she's average. Like, she's cute, but, like, come on now. Like, no one is doing that, like, at all. At that level, I'm saying. Like, you think a guy like Leonardo is gonna, like, wife her? Like, come on. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they think that. They really think that.
At 29, at 28 years old, you're getting old. You're already in the category, and the Chinese will call you leftover. Do you have, what kind of leverage do you have in the dating marketplace to demand a high price?
Zero.
Even if you got yourself mentally together, what's the leverage?
Even if. None. Oh, that's a big none. Zero.
I mean, I'm in great shape. I'm
Okay, she's not saying anything that's benefiting the man. I mean, I guess being in shape is okay for you and okay to look at, but let's see if she says anything that we need.
I'm
No, we don't know.
kind.
You're kind. She already said that in a different way. So she hasn't said anything that we need, anything that drives a relationship at all. See, and then that's it. That's it. She's all she has to offer is her face. That's it. But she's sweet and she's kind. Can't do anything else. That's it. That's what you get, gentlemen.
Is that abnormal? In a dating
Literally, every woman can offer that. That's the point. That's what he's trying to say. Like, you wake up out of bed, a woman can offer you kindness. Like, come on.
Is that
I think
special?
those are. I'm sorry.
Is that special?
No, the answer is.
I think there are other people out there that have a lot to offer as well.
So she's trying to say that she is special, but not on the level of some other people. But she's just trying to indicate that she's still special. But no, you're just a human like me and everyone else.
What you need to understand is you need to start. This is why the sexual marketplace value. Really, you're pricing yourself appropriately. Y'all look at yourselves, and you guys give yourself the benefit of the doubt and want to keep your price as high as possible. And man, you're in New Jersey, the tri-state area. There are a lot of people up there, and you're gonna have to adjust your price for the market. How many kids would you want if you had children? You'd say two? A boy and a girl?
I would say 2.
Do you want to have to work after you're pregnant with your first child and married?
Oh, hell no.
I mean, I would love to be like a stay-at-home mom and take care of my kids.
Of course, that's what
How
everyone
much of the man need
wants.
to make
You
in
don't think every
New
woman
Jersey
wants that?
to have a stay-at-home wife?
She don't know. She has no idea.
So I'm just gonna go based off of how I grew up.
How
My
you
dad
grew
being
up, but that's not how you want to grow up, though.
an engineer,
Well, I
my
mean,
mom
that's
was a
not how you
stay-at-home
want to live in your older years.
mom. They had 3 kids. I would say like 200.
No, not even close. Not even like slightly close.
How much is your rent?
Right now, I am moving, so it's 14.
Okay. You want to live in a house or an apartment? A stay-at-home mom. House?
Yeah.
200. Let's just say 200. What percentage?
I'm going based upon, how I
Well,
grew
that's
up.
fine.
She doesn't know what any of these things cost at all. That's the problem. How are you gonna get what you want if you don't know what you need to get it?
What percentage of men in this country? What percentage of men in this country make $200,000?
We know it's like 0.0001%. We already know it's like no one does.
In the country, I don't really know the statistics.
So how are you gonna get that if you don't even know how available it is? See, like that's the thing. They don't know how rare that is. They just think it's just out there. It is, but like you're not gonna find it. Guys like that, they avoid women like this. They don't. What could you offer a man like that? Honestly, like would you even be able to handle a guy like that? Like, could you even be in a room with a guy like that? The places he goes, the people he meets. Would you even fit in with that? They don't think about those things. They just think about the life itself, but not them in it.
Maybe like 10%.
And then also, they don't think about the stuff they're gonna have to deal with a man like that. A man like that ain't gonna only be sleeping with you, and he's gonna tell you to your face. Believe that.
10% of men make 100,000. You're talking about around 5% of men, 5 to 3% of men. And I'm being
He's
extremely
being nice. He's being nice because it's not that high at all. He's being really nice.
I'm being extremely generous with the numbers.
It's not that high.
What would a man that talk
Not even 1%.
3 to 5% of earners, who arguably most women would want, because they would want a stay-at-home lifestyle, what do you think he would want from a woman?
She does not know, based on the fact that she listed things of herself that we do not care about at all.
With that type of money, with that type of income.
It doesn't honestly it doesn't matter how much money a man makes. As men, we basically all want like the same primary 5 things. Like we can argue till the cows come home, but guys in general, we want the same things. We're not as complex as women. We're so simple. They just don't get it. They overcomplicate things. They think we're like them and they're like us, so they think we're as complicated, but we're not.
Respect.
Sex sandwich silence.
Kindness. Love.
Cooperation.
Yeah.
She said kindness, love. Do any of you men care about love at all? Like, do you want to be loved or do you want to be respected? Which one? Like, most men don't give a damn about being loved or liked. We just want to be respected, honestly. Because guess what? You'll still fuck the shit out of me if you hate me. But if you don't respect me, you will not.
What's the most, your last boyfriend? How long you said that relationship lasted?
That was for 2 years.
And
But
what did he do
that
for a
was
living?
that was not a healthy relationship.
What did he do for a living?
Insurance.
How much did he make annually?
I think it was like 60, but he's still working on himself financially.
I had my 6 and my 63. Man, if you ever dated a man making more than $75,000 a year,
If she says no to this, then she's not gonna be able to deal with that. She don't even know what realm she's entering at all.
Yeah, actually.
seriously,
Actually, you have to actually that one. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see where this goes.
seriously, David, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a one night stand, not a few weeks, not like, oh, he hits you up every few months. I'm talking like with this man.
What age were you?
I was younger. I was 20.
See, that does not even partially count. And she like smiled about it, so she knows it was nothing. But here we go.
22.
How long did you date him?
That was also for 2 years. But it was, yeah.
Man, why do you think you get men making twice as much or 3 times as much older?
Can you repeat the question?
Why do you think you get a man making 2 to 4 times as much when you're older? This is how women
Well, I feel like
women
it would be when
think
you're
of it
younger.
this way. Women look at it, I'm older, I make more money. I'm more experienced. My income has gone up. So you guys think your sexual marketplace value should go up when you're
But men don't care about money. This is basically what he's trying to reiterate.
older, more used, more damaged. You're not your 21-year-old self.
But she still thinks she is.
Yeah.
It needs
Nah,
to
actually, I take that back. The way she said yeah, the way she sounded in that tone, she actually knows it too. So I actually take that back.
come down. If your last man was making 60, that's about what you can expect. 50 to 60. That's your man. And if that's
Look at her face, guys. Look at how depressed she looks. She don't want that at all. Like at all. She does not. But she also knows that is it's true. Like that's what she's stuck with. But let's face it, guys. She couldn't be with a guy that makes as much money as she said she wanted in a man. It's not gonna happen. She wouldn't be able to deal with that. She couldn't even deal with a $60,000 man.
if you found a man making 50 to 60, if you got married, you'd have to work full time with 2 kids. Is it worth it? Is it
Look
worth
at her face. She's not digging that at all.
getting married and having 2 children if you got to work full time like you do now for the rest of your
It
life?
is worth it, but she's probably feeling.
You got to work just as hard as you work.
Oh, did you guys
Can't
see
take
what
a
she
break.
did there? Look
For the
at
rest
this.
of your life,
Look at this.
you got to work.
Look at that face she made. She don't want to do that. She's like, she basically cringed and grimaced at the same time, like minutely. Like, you could see it right there. She is not feeling that. She's thinking to herself, "Man, I do not want that at all. That goes against all my dreams." Oh my God,
Just as hard as you're working now. You can't take a break.
guys, that face was
You got 2
priceless.
houses.
That told it all right there.
Is it worth it?
I feel like that would be a little bit of a struggle.
It wouldn't be a struggle. That is literally 70% of women. So, like, what makes you better than those women that are doing it? You think you're better than those women? Like, how? Those women actually are skilled at things. What you have no skills at all, but you think you're better than those women that are working and having a family and running a family. No, say that to those women and see what they have to say to you.
I would want to be there for my kids.
She said,
Just you don't think the 70% of women that have to work, you don't think they want to be there for their kids too, but they also have to work. Like, get with the program. You ain't better than them.
Yeah.
women today want to be luxury married or single. You guys are so fucking lazy. Like I said, this isn't a black thing, folks. This is a modern thing. You heard it. I put the question. You got to work like you do today, and you're willing to do that. But in order to enhance your life with a husband, a mate, someone to chronicle and walk through life with you, and you would get 2 children, that is not enough of a benefit. You didn't hear us say, well, yeah, I'm going to have to work anyway, right? But I get a husband and kids? Sure. No. I get a husband and kids. I'm supposed to have to do less. Or,
No, I'm not
no, ma'am. I know what I
Yeah,
heard.
we know what we heard. Hell
If
no.
I'm going to have a
You can't
husband,
backpedal.
he needs to lighten my load.
You need to lighten his load.
That's insane, man. Where are your people
Hell,
from?
I wouldn't say that.
Ancestrally, I'll let you know. And where are your people from?
If he's gonna be the one running the empire and you're staying at home, you're the one that needs to lighten his load, not the other way around. How could you think that? You see how narcissistic she is? And that's the problem. Like, how could you just think that you can just sit at home while this man is creating this life for you, supposedly, in this empire, but you don't think that you need to lighten his load? You just home and a princess while he's busting his ass for you? Does that make sense?
What do you mean?
Ancestrally, where are your people from?
Oh, they're from Italy.
I was gonna
Okay.
say that. I was gonna say Italy.
Turn of the century.
They're all
Little
about
Italy.
Italy.
Turn of the century.
I was gonna say just by her looks, not the way she acts. She does not act Italian at all. Italian women are way more traditional.
Italy, from the 1880s to the 1910s. Italian immigrants. Those women had multiple children. Were they working in those tenements?
Yes,
In those, come on, were those women working?
they were not laying around. They were getting it in. They were
Come
running.
on, Sopranos.
Those women were running villages. They were not sitting around.
Look at you. You're average at best.
Come on, Meadow.
That's
You know what I'm
being
talking
nice.
about? Italian women worked,
Yeah.
and they had more kids, and they built the family.
Hmm.
You want to be Carmela up in this bitch. I don't want to have to work. Tony, go to work. No, you're going to be Artie Bucco's chick. You're going to be the maitre d' at the restaurant. Huh?
That's not true. I want to financially build myself up as well.
Oh, my God, you're a barber.
Hi.
She belongs to the
Why do you
streets.
think
Yeah,
that?
you're a barber. You're a barber. No offense, man.
I mean, I'm trying to get into
Yeah, he's
real
going
estate
off
somehow.
on
That's fine. You know if I had a man sitting here talking about I'm a barber, but you're not getting into real estate. You
Right.
don't
Right,
understand.
exactly. As a man, if you say the things she's saying, you sound crazy. People look at you sideways.
You're not tuned into the punchline of the jokes because this is real. They really believe that they can get into real estate. Miss Henry, listen to what I'm saying. They really believe that they can get into real estate. That's why I was telling these women. That's why I talk about the attorney and the realtor. It's real estate, some sort of entrepreneurialism, which is the magical voodoo that's supposed to elevate them from middle class to luxury or rich lifestyle. It's gonna, if I have to work as much or more than having a husband and children, it's worth it. I'd rather be single. Thank you for being honest, but that makes you a modern woman. So,
I mean, that
There's
is,
nothing wrong with that, but just play your role. Don't try to go back and forth and try to like waste men's time. Just be casual. Like don't say you want to be a wife, but you're not a wife. Like it's all right if you're not, but don't waste a guy's time.
necessarily true because I'm thinking about the struggles that mothers go
well, it
through.
doesn't matter. I mean, 73% of mothers in this country work full and part time. So I don't know why you
Yeah.
modern ass women feel like you should all be stay-at-home wives when you didn't get married at 19 and a virgin. Shut up.
Not necessarily that, but I would like to be at home and
I don't care.
raise my kids.
I get what you would like to have to do, but you didn't choose that life when you were young.
Exactly. That life is cultivated. It doesn't just happen. That's what she doesn't understand. You don't just walk into a life like that. That's a life that you see, you view it, you learn it, and then you apply it. It doesn't just happen. Like I'm telling you.
You didn't choose that life
Yeah.
when you're young and virginal. You can't do that at 30 and want your price. You could have did that when you were 18 to 22. You can't do it now. We won't do it. Men won't do it. Your head is cut off. It's just not going to happen. And men are like, why should we pay young virgin bride prices for women who are at the wall? Y'all don't even try to make fair deals. So, here's the marketplace. Men think like I do. Shout out to my Italian brothers, because I know they think like fucking forget about it. I know. Anyway, if you don't get married, okay, are you going to have your $2.4 million that you're going to need to retire on age 65 to 85? 2.4 million cash. Cash. Not in investments, not in cash. You're going to need that.
Mhm.
They're going to have it.
I don't know.
No, you're not. Because you cut hair. Because if you could be a barber and make that kind of money, I'd want to be a barber. Because it's low.
But what if I invest in real estate and make
Where's the money going to
that
come
way.
from to invest in real estate, man?
Well, I have an inheritance.
Okay, so your daddy.
No.
How much of an inheritance you
No,
talking?
I already have an inheritance. My
Yeah,
mom.
but the inheritance comes from somewhere. It's not. See, she thinks everything just appears and happens. She doesn't understand how the world works. You see, guys, right there. She just said it. She thinks that inheritance is just entitled to her. It was just sitting there. No, that money was from a man that worked his ass off and left it for you. That's what it's for. It wasn't just out of thin air. Come on now.
Inheritance you're talking about.
Um,
7 figures? 6 figures?
Does she even know? She doesn't know how much her inheritance is. She really shouldn't be saying.
8 figures?
about 80,000.
That is not anything, like honestly. But it is for like a year or two. But like, that's money that you would want to like invest. That's not gonna last at all.
I mean, that's not a lot.
At all.
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
At all.
It's not a lot.
Like you can
okay?
make
And this is why.
like me. I know I could flip that and turn that into something. But most people, that's not gonna be anything. Honestly.
I focus on the fact that this is a modern woman problem. You ladies have been separated from us as men. And you guys wanted to be independent, to make your own decisions, and now you're out here with no long-term plan, no real financial literacy, and y'all all talking buzzwords. Cryptocurrency, real estate, investment, stocks, and that ain't your real life. What's name me 6 companies you're invested in. Name me 6 Fortune 500 companies. What are you invested in right now?
Oh no, I'm saying invest in real estate, like properties. Like when I haven't
Are
started.
you
Yet.
okay? So you're talking about
You
flipping.
need money for that though.
I haven't started yet.
So this is why when I do that show, The Lion's Den, and I said there's no such thing as free money, real estate is supposed to work this way. I take cash and I go invest it in real estate, and it's a casino machine. And I put in cash and out comes profit. There's no cost, there's no loss. Then I'm supposed to take it, flip it. It's supposed to be better than the dope game. Man, it sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If people, if I could,
If it was that easy, don't you think everyone would be doing it?
$80,000 and turn it into this, do you know how many people would go out and get 80 grand and invest in real estate if it was just that simple?
Mm-hmm. You're better off going the stock market route with that kind of money. You can easily turn that into $1 million.
All my relatives and all my people who have property, I own property. I talk to them, it doesn't work this way, but it's the thing that's been told to women. You can invest in real estate or property or crypto, like there's no cost to this stuff.
All right, we're going to end off here, guys. But thanks for watching. The next one's going to be crazy. Stay tuned.